going on, everyone? Kelly Cavalier here, one half of 7 Arrow Media, and welcome to today's episode of the Honky Tonk Highway. Episode number 21, where we made it halfway through my favorite week so far, I think, World Dance Masters Week. Shout out to Connor, Sam, and Nicola for coming on yesterday, giving us a little insight on everything that involves around the World Dance Masters. If you haven't yet, like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. That way you don't miss anything that we post. We are currently live on both Facebook and YouTube. That way people can watch it any way they prefer. Thank you everyone who tuned in today in Streamline for my duo stream of Guillaume and Daniel teaching the throwback of pom-poms. Fred, they missed you. They really needed you out there helping them shake their butt. So without further ado, halfway through, had to bring this person in. She's the hottest new thing to come out of World Dance Masters on the social scene. You might have heard of her. She did this little dance called Reverse with Shane McKeever. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jessica Devlin. Hi, Jess.
Hi. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, thank you for coming on. I'm really glad you were able to do it.
Yeah, it's an honor to be here.
Go ahead.
It's an honor to be here and to be asked.
Well, it's definitely an honor to have you on the show. Let's make sure you don't pull a Connor, though, and keep leaving and coming back, leaving and coming back. So for those of you who don't know, they don't know you at home, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got started?
Ooh, okay. So I started line dancing when I was about 10. And like Connor said yesterday, I started in a little pub, at the back of a little pub in our hometown, Island. It was the Central Dance Club, and my teacher then was Miss Helen Doris. I started off by doing our All-Ireland Championships. So it's all Irish dancers that dance at these competitions. And then I started to train with Jenny Stevenson. So I would travel over or she would come here, and I got into Masters. I built my way up in Masters and won the All-Star Young Adult Division in 2016, and then went on to do my judging exams and have been doing it ever since.
So do you miss competing at all?
Yeah, well... I don't miss the nerves and the pressure of competing, but I do miss the side stage fun and the adrenaline and the training. But I look at the dancers now and be glad that I don't have to get up there with them.
I told Nicola and Sam yesterday that they should add a judges division, make all the judges dance against each other.
Yeah, well... it would be good, but yeah, thanks for that, Kelly.
Not a problem. Connor just said Jenny's training is ruthless, and for those who don't know, we'll have Jenny on tomorrow at 5. And yeah, so far that's Connor, you, Shane. I'm gonna have to definitely ask her what it was like having to whip all y'all into shape.
Yeah, she definitely whipped us into shape. Sometimes there was a stick, like an actual stick. We had to put it behind our backs to stand up straight.
Like Jay said, creates world champions, yeah. So, most recently came over to Florida. Taught down at the Florida Line Dance Classic for JC Dance Productions. How was it like coming over and teaching in the States?
Well, for me, just getting to go to Florida was amazing. I was really honored to be asked to do it. The social world is really new for me. Although I've been doing social dancing alongside, obviously, our competition dancing, I don't think I ever realized how much went into social dancing, the choreography and the writing the scripts. And, so big shout out to all the social instructors out there, because it's not easy, but it was definitely a lot of fun. Once I settled in and got to know everyone, and everyone was so friendly, I struggled to keep up with the late night early morning. I'm not used to that, but it was a lot of fun, and it was great to get to know so many, other people out there that are doing the line dancing as well.
Yeah, the late night into the early morning will kill you, especially.
Yes,
Good thing you weren't at Chicago
I
and
had
Windy
to sleep
City.
for a week.
JP on Saturday night never stopped playing.
Yeah, but he knows what he's doing. He knows, like, if you want to leave, he knows what to play so that you don't leave.
Yeah,
He knows.
you don't ever go up to the DJ and said, "Hey, I'm thinking about going to bed," because guess what?
No. Yeah, I made that mistake.
So, what's it like being a part of Country Vibe?
It's my favorite thing. I think most of the reason that I wanted to qualify for All Stars, I actually qualified for All Stars in Europeans that year and moved straight into All Star before Worlds, because I just think that was a big thing for me, getting to dance with Country Vibe after so many years of watching them and just being in awe of them and just wishing that I was up there with them dancing. It's such a great team. We're all really friendly. We have a lot of fun backstage and, have a lot of fun with each other. And we've been so lucky to have opportunities, with World Dance Masters to go to South Africa and, experience other things outside of dancing together. It's definitely hard work. We do work very, very hard, but it's the most amazing feeling and the best team to be a part of. I love it.
For those who want a little experience on what they go through, I think it's Shane that's teaching one of the routines of Country Vibe this weekend. I believe he's teaching, I think backwards won the poll. I think he's teaching backwards, which, good luck.
It's a good one.
I told Connor yesterday, I'll break out my cowboy hat. I'll hit the hat toss, and I'm good.
Yeah, you guys are going to love it. It's going to be great.
Paul James would like to know, how many times a day and for how long does he need to stretch to be as flexible as you? And if anybody has seen her TikTok videos, guys, on some of the stuff that she's done, I'm still waiting on Shane's videos to try to match it.
Paul, you can do it. You just have to stretch every day and you will be able to do it. I know you can. You can do anything. And if you can't, you and Stacey will find a way around it to make it look like you're doing it, even though you're not.
Right. Yeah, I'm a little scared. I got Paul and Stacey coming on Friday. I'm a little scared of what they're coming on dressed as. I'm a little worried.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So you own your own dance studio in Ireland, correct?
Yes, I do. I have a dance studio in my hometown.
And what made you want to open that?
I've always been a teacher, I think. I was always that really annoying one in the team that, wanted to tell everybody where to stand and choreograph everything. I've always really enjoyed teaching. My cousin Layla and some of my other cousins used to dance, and I used to love helping them with their dances and, being the boss probably. But I always wanted to teach, and I remember when I was young, we had a toy shop here in our town, and I remember going in and saying to my mum, this would be a really good dance studio. So when I started to look, that exact building happened to be available, and I just thought, this is a sign and I need to start it. But it did actually start really small. I just started teaching a few students, and then it just built up, and now here we are.
Nice. And you got some pretty talented teachers out of your studio. What's it like having Shane there?
Well, Shane and I are not really friends right now because Shane nominated me for the press-ups. No, I'm joking. Shane is amazing. Like, as you know, Shane is so fun, very noisy. When you see Shane crawling around the floor to scare people, including the mums, it's just normal now. You just kind of look at him and go, oh, okay. There's Shane crawling around the floor again. And if I lost my phone, I know that Shane has put it in the bin.
Yeah, I heard that story. He told me that story one time, that he put your phone in the trash bin.
all the time. But it's a great atmosphere when Shane's there, and he's a really big help to me. You know, if I'm traveling or away, I know that Shane will always step in and cover me in the studio, and the girls love him there as well.
Oh, I'm sure. What was it like writing reverse with him?
It was so hard. We had actually a lot of fun doing that one. But obviously because we were reversing everything, and I was like, no, that's not reversing it. That's just doing it the other way. And then he was like, but that's not reversing it. That's just doing this. So we did have a lot of fun and a few debates. We got there in the end, and I love what we came up with. But we had a lot of fun that day doing that dance. It was great. And it was a great opportunity for me to work alongside someone like Shane McKeever.
Awesome. Rebecca Sweeney asks, let me see what that exact says. Who would you like to come back and do a duet with if you were to come back and compete?
I think Rebecca's asking me that because the last duo I done was with her. We danced Fireball in Elite Duos, but I don't think I could stand beside Rebecca dancing now. You know, you get older, it gets harder. But yeah, I would give it a go. I also done a few duos with my cousin Layla, which was always fun as well. So
I'm assuming Layla's stock is your cousin?
Yes,
because she just said it better be her.
Yeah. See, I can't win with that question, you know. There's people watching.
Oh, man. Paul would like to know if you've adopted any more stray animals lately.
No, Paul, I can't. I would be kicked out if I do anymore. I do have a problem. I am aware that I have a problem. But yeah, not anymore. But I'm in lockdown, so let's see what happens after lockdown when I get out.
Stacy would like to know why you put socks on your dog.
Oh,
wait, you put socks on your dog?
I knew Stacy would embarrass me today. You're on Friday, Stacy. I'll be watching. Yeah, so I bought my dog little booties, like little socks, and I put them on him, and he hated them. So just when I was in the shop, I just seen them and thought, I think I'm going to buy them for my dog. Yeah, that's what happened. I bought them.
Kelly, do not get any ideas. We're not buying shoes for the dog.
No. I have some Build-A-Bear clothes for my dogs as well.
Wait, your dog's small enough. I saw her at the beginning before we came on live. She's small enough to fit in Build-A-Bear clothes. Yeah. As she's sliding on your leg. Yeah, see? My dog is not small enough to fit in Build-A-Bear clothes. So, no.
Yeah.
So what's it like having to judge and compete all weekend long at World Dance Masters?
Judging is really tough. It's very, very hard, and especially when you've been a competitor and you just know like what's going on in everyone's heart and the nerves and how hard everyone has worked. But you know, World Dance Masters dancers do not give us an easy job. You know, the standard is so high, and it's so hard to pick anything wrong. Like, nobody does anything wrong, and it really comes down to the littlest things. So I don't know, I would nearly say that judging is as hard as competing. But I do love it. I love what I do. I love that I have the honour to be able to do it and judge alongside the amazing panel that we have. But yeah, some of those divisions just make you sweat.
Fred wants to know, and this was actually pretty tame for Fred. What's their favorite and worst thing about judging at WDM?
I think I'll start with the worst thing, and that is knocking people out in the qualifying heats. You know, everybody that goes to Worlds is fighting to try and get into that final, and it's really, really hard to have to knock anybody out. Like I said, you're knocking people out for the littlest thing. So that's probably, especially the little groups, like the little ones who are amazing, you know, and they're so tiny, and you just want to give everybody first. My favorite thing is, I don't know if this would count, but it would probably be dancing alongside the judges. Other than that, I think the crack that we have, so obviously when we're on the floor, it's very, very serious.
Yeah.
But we do have a lot of fun and lovely snacks and things backstage and lots of laughs. So I think that would probably be my favorite part of judging.
Awesome. Jenny would like to know, what is your favorite song to sing when you have a traffic cone on your head?
Jenny, that's a secret. Okay, that would be The Lion King.
The Lion King.
The Circle of Life. Just walking along the street, traffic cone on the head, singing The Circle of Life from The Lion King.
Okay.
Thanks for that, Jenny.
Okay, hey Layla, we're gonna need video of this. I see a TikTok video in Jessica's future. Rebecca wants to know Rebecca wants to know who is the person you look up to when you used to look up to when you would compete.
Jenny. Absolutely. Jenny was a big role model. I remember when I was in school, actually writing. You had to write about your inspirations and things, and I actually remember writing a full essay about that. But there's so many different people that inspire you in so many different ways. All of the all-stars. I remember going to Worlds, and when I first started at Masters and getting put out on the Friday, not getting in, and I just remember thinking, I don't care because I can't wait to watch the all-stars. So it was always, there's so many inspirations. Obviously, Nicola's a big inspiration to me as well, because I think she's like Superwoman. She must never sleep. But definitely when I was growing up, I wanted to dance like Jenny.
Nice. Layla says you should tell them about your go-to karaoke song.
The Gambler? Kenny
Really?
Rogers?
Really?
I think so.
Didn't see that one coming.
Yeah. I think actually Fred and I sang that together for karaoke in South Africa one time. Well, Fred sang it and I butchered it.
Huh. I have to get...
Yeah. You don't want to hear it.
Fred, guess what you're doing next time I see you? Carla wants to know, what was your favorite part about dancing in All-Stars?
The dances, definitely. The costumes. I couldn't wait to get an all-star costume. But the dances for all-star are always such a challenge. Even the vanilla routines are so hard that you really have to challenge yourself to pull them off. All of the dancers are so amazing that you have to keep growing, and I think that pushes you to always be better and what makes you the dancer that you become. And definitely, I think by the time that you get to All-Star, you have built a friendship with a lot of these people because you've danced with them so many years, and you've been in the same divisions. So a lot of the All-Stars are actually really good friends. So yeah, definitely the connection with everybody and the support that everybody has, even though they're competing against each other, and the level of the dancing in it. I loved all of the routines. Every year I loved them.
Yeah, watching the All-Stars this past year was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
Out of this world.
What has been your favorite social dance that you've choreographed so far?
Ooh. I think probably, I love reverse. Like we talked about before, it's super fun. I think it's really different. Other than that one, I would probably have to say Nobody. I think when I choreographed Nobody, it was actually Shane that talked me into doing that. I asked him, I was going to France and I was going to do a social workshop, and I asked him could I teach one of his dances. And he said, well, you can, but I think you should use this opportunity to do one yourself. And I was like, I can't do a social dance. I don't know how to do a social dance. So he convinced me to do it and give me some advice on it. And I think, I didn't expect anybody to really get it or, to ever take off. Shane then taught it, I think, in Florida. And I just had so much good feedback about it, you know, and I think that's the first dance that I really sort of got out there, and it kind of gave me a platform in that side of the line dancing. So I think that will probably always be a special one for me.
Nice.
And I love the song.
So Paul wants to know, he says, deep question now. What are you wanting to achieve goal-wise in the next 5 years?
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a long time, Paul. I don't know what I want to do next week. I think that I still have a lot of building to do on my studio. I'm doing a few courses and things, I do other styles of dance in my studio as well. So I would like to try and expand that more. I would like to expand my competition team even further. I think I would probably like to try a little bit more social as well, you know, if I ever get out of lockdown. But I think, I want to do everything. I just want to do the social, build my way up in the competition side. There isn't really anything that I can think of that I'm not already trying to do, but that was a hard question. I don't have a 5-year plan.
What's your favorite class to teach in your studio?
Ooh, my Boogie Baby class. It's from age 2 to 4, and they're so cute. It's hard. It can be really hard because, you know, they're 2, so it's attention and stuff, but they're so cute, and they amaze me what they can actually remember. But I love all of my classes in different ways. Some of my classes I teach an elite class, which they challenge me. Mm-hmm. So they keep me on top of my game. I have to stay on top of everything, and they continue to challenge me, but it has to be my Boogie Babies.
Nice. Gotta love the little kiddos.
Yeah.
What is your favorite social dance that you did not choreograph?
I knew you were going to ask me this, and
actually, that came from Stacy.
Say Stacy. Leila kept asking me today, what would you say if what your favorite social dance is? And every time she asked me, I changed my answer. I was like, I think the one that sticks out for me of a recent dance is Roy and Fiona Elastic Heart. I really, they taught it at the first digital dance weekend, and I remember learning it, and the very next day I taught it to my dancers on Zoom. I was like, guys, you're going to love this dance. You're just going to love it. And I just love that it's kind of, you know, very modern, and the kids love it. And, you know, because most of my students, in fact, all of my students are really kids or young adults, right. And they really love that side. So I think I'm still a kid, so I think I really enjoyed that one. It's the one that would stick out to me most at the minute. So if you haven't learned it, go and check it out.
Yeah, they did a great job with that dance.
Yeah, but there's so many amazing ones, but that one sticks out.
Fred asked, what and where did you study after high school?
Okay, I went on to do drama and dance in Southwest College in Cookstown, but it was more drama based. So I then moved to Belfast Met down in Belfast to do the first part of my dance degree, and I then finished it the last year in Buckinghamshire, Bucks University, and qualified from there with my dance degree.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Connor would like to know, what is your favorite country vibe performance?
Oh, performance or show?
Let's go performance.
Okay, let me think. Well, we were lucky enough to be asked to dance on Carfest. So it's like a big live festival, and we were on the One show. And I was really new into country vibe at that time. So for me, it was my first big sort of country vibe experience, and we traveled together. We had like a road trip and stuff. So I think that would be one of my favorite performances that I did with country vibe, the adrenaline and everything. But the world's shows, or just there's something else that, you know, the atmosphere in that room is, you don't have any energy to keep dancing, and then the atmosphere like gives you that energy that you need to just, when the song's over, you're just like, oh, can we do it again? So definitely all of the world shows have just been amazing.
Paul James says, the most important question from him: when are you going to let him wear your red waltz dress?
You know, I still have that waltz dress, Paul. It's never ever going to be sold. So we definitely, I think we need to arrange a TikTok in the red waltz dress.
Oh, man. Caroline wants to know, what's your proudest moment so far in all your years of dancing and judging?
Winning All Stars. Oh, yeah, no, winning All Stars. I think I worked so hard. You know, I've always been lucky to do well in dancing, and I really appreciate any time I get into a final, but that was my first time winning solos at Worlds, was when I won All Star. So I worked for a long time to get that first place. It was definitely, I cried for 40 minutes. And there was TV cameras there, and I cried for 40 minutes until my mum had to say, Jess, stop. Like, just stop. So yeah, it was definitely, I'll never forget it.
Who is on your co-choreography bucket list? Who would you like to co-write
Everyone.
with? What?
Everyone. I want to choreograph with everyone. Do you know, I think recently, I would love to choreograph with Rebecca Lee. I love her style of choreography. I think it would blend well with mine. I'd love to choreograph with Stacey White. Oh. I see she's on teaching tomorrow on Lee Welch's page, and she has choreographed a dance. So if you haven't signed up, go and check it out. But I think that would be super fun. But yeah, like anybody, I would be honored. There's just so many people that I just wouldn't know what to do if I was ever asked to, you know, choreograph with them. I would be absolutely honored to choreograph with anybody.
Awesome. Jason Takahashi asks, what has been your favorite place that dance has taken you so far?
South Africa.
South Africa?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine.
Yeah,
Because there's a second half. What's on your bucket list?
To go to... That's hard because there's so many. I think I would love to go back to America, definitely. Any part of America, I would love to be there. Maybe Malaysia, that type of area. Yeah, I would just love to go anywhere that's not Ireland right now, really.
Stacy says she's in, by the way. So
yay, Stacy!
We expect to see that when quarantine is over with.
Yeah.
That
will be fun.
That should be an interesting one.
Yeah.
I can see it now. It'd have to be done in costume.
Yeah. I don't think I could keep up with Stacey's costumes. I don't know where she gets them.
I asked the same question. I don't know. I thought for sure. Paul, I can understand it. I can understand Paul having them all. I said this to him. I go, but I was kind of shocked at how many Stacy's busted out. That is like, okay, y'all are scaring me now.
Yeah, has everybody seen Stacey dancing? Like how good Stacey can dance? I think she needs to compete next year.
Oh, I know some history on Stacey, and we're going to talk about that on Friday. I know her dance, some of her dance history. So
I'm impressed.
We're definitely going to get into that. Don't worry, Stace, I won't be bad.
I will.
Laughing at me now.
I'm kidding.
So what has been? How do I want to word this? How's it been going from the competition side to the social side? What's that transition like now that you're getting more into the social?
It's definitely a learning process for me. It is. Again, like I said, I didn't ever anticipate how much work, went into core and how much, you change your mind all the time. Will I do a sailor step? Will I do a jazz box? maybe this was better, go back and forward. But I think a lot of it links really well, the competition and the social side. And, at Worlds, we have the competition and the social. So, I've definitely had that experience of being able to do both there, which I definitely think has helped me. But I think what has been the most interesting thing as well is it's very fun, the social side. It's definitely very fun, and it's, I think, a little bit more relaxed than it is to judge. Still scary. I mean, I was very nervous in Florida, but I think, it's a little bit more relaxed, and it gives me a chance to sort of be creative. Not that I get to now be a part of the World Dance Masters Choreography team, which I'm so proud of, but I definitely enjoy getting to listen to a song and put my own sort of spin on it. And what I love about it is seeing people from all over the world doing your dance that you choreographed in Ireland, or vice versa. It's right. Amazing. But it's been a transition, but definitely a fun one.
Nice. Let's get to it now, because I don't know what your answer is going to be and how long it's going to take. So I've asked the same question to a lot of people. If you could hold a dance event anywhere in the world, no money, money's unlimited, where would you put it? And who would be the first 5 people you're calling up to teach?
I know this question because I actually have seen it, but I don't think you can really prepare for it. Unlimited money, like there's too much you can do with unlimited money. Like I said before, some of the best things I've ever done in my life were done in South Africa. And although there is amazing events over there by World Dance Masters and other events by Nadia and the teams over there, I think I would like to hold a big event in South Africa that everybody, it's unlimited money, so it's free, everybody can come and nobody pays, and, everybody can just come, free flights, everything. Country Vibe, I think Nicola said last night about Country Vibe going back. That was so fun. That would be great. And I think I would love to run a big event there. One of the places that I have never got to visit in South Africa, unfortunately, I was supposed to go this year, but that doesn't look like it's happening, is Kwakwa. So I would love to maybe take it there. Yeah, Kwakwa. I think I'm saying it right. Excuse me. Now 5 people is, it's...
It's just the first 5. It's the first 5 people you would call to help, you'd want to come help you out do it.
Okay, well, Nicola, because nobody runs an event like Nicola. There's nothing that Nicola doesn't know or doesn't know how to fix. Or, you couldn't have an event without Nicola there. Shane, I couldn't go anywhere without Shane because Shane brings the fun. But no, I did watch, and I'm wondering, people are kind of cheating, get their 2-in-1s in. So I'm wondering, does Sam and Connor count as one? Because you need Sam and Connor to organise everything and publicise everything and, lights and smoke and, yeah. Do they count as
fireworks?
One? Oh, fireworks. Yeah, that was scary. No. Do Paul and Stacey count as one? Like we need a score and some entertainment.
Connor says just leave Sam at home. And Paul says yes, him and Stacey count as one package.
Okay, well, if they count as one, I think I would have to say for the last one would definitely have to be Miss Rachel McEnany. She has definitely helped me so much and taught me so much. And the same as Nicola, can anybody run an event better than Rachel McEnany? they're like super women. I just don't think they sleep or like, you know, their brain just is always on.
This is true.
So
This is true.
Yeah, I know I cheated a little bit, but you know.
It happens. Bertie McCardle asked, what advice would you give your students to push them to work hard during quarantine from home? And that says, from Holly.
Oh, hi Holly. That's a good question from an 11-year-old.
Wow, yeah, that is really deep from an 11-year-old.
10 or 11, but yeah, in around that.
Either way.
Yeah, that's a good question. I think probably that, you know, as dancers, we work so hard to build to where we are. We're always progressing. And I feel like any time, you know, I know it's a really hard time for everyone right now. And a lot of the time it's so hard to be motivated to do anything because, you know, why bother? We don't even know when we're able to get back to anything. And it's hard, especially for the young ones, you know, to not want to just do TikTok or, you know, watch TV.
Add them to your push-up challenge.
Yeah, I think my biggest advice would be, you know, do the work now, keep it up, and you'll make your job easier when you come back. You know, we will be back and we'll be back better than ever. And I think the more that you do while you're stuck in quarantine, and what better time, you know, to challenge yourself and get better. And, you know, you don't want to come back and have to start all over again, backtrack from where you were. So I think the best advice that I could give is to just do a little bit every day, go over your dances, set yourself a little plan of what time of the day you're going to do it, and stay inspired. You know, watch videos, do any workshop that's on, take it. You know, learn from whoever you can because everybody has a different opinion. You know I'm doing as many workshops as I can. So yeah, that would be my advice, and just practice.
Yeah, there's been anywhere between 30 and 50 classes a day, so plenty to choose from.
Yeah.
And I'd be careful what you guys wish for. She still has like 22 more nominations in her push-up challenge. Don't give her any ideas to challenge you guys.
I'm watching you all.
I'm going to butcher this name, so I'm going to apologize now. Shalea, I think it is.
Yeah.
I got it right. Hey, look at that. Paul, you just asked. I can't wait for Kelly to try to get your name right. I got it right. Look at that. She would like to know how much, I think it's Biscoff, have you ate during quarantine? And what is Biscoff? Because I have no idea what she's talking about.
Biscoff spread. They're like Biscoff biscuits that you get, but it's like in a spread. So, you know, like Nutella or peanut butter or something in a tub. It's not funny. Like, this is why I'm doing my workouts and my challenges, because we got two full jars about 2 weeks ago, and Layla went to get one earlier on, and she's like, I think I'll open the Biscoff. And I was like, no, I've had both of them. 2 full tubs with a spoon. It's ridiculous. Like, we can't have any more.
Did you try Did you try the Nutella M&Ms while you were here? The hazelnut one? They have hazelnut M&Ms now?
No, I haven't tried them.
Uh-oh.
But I don't know if I want to, because, you know, once you start, it's hard to stop.
That's how Fred is with the peanut butter one, we know.
Oh, I love peanut butter.
Yeah, well, M&M has found a way to put pretty much any flavor into an M&M.
Yeah.
So, Layla would like to know, do you miss doing Pro-Am with Shane?
I miss it. I don't know if Shane misses it. I remember the first time, one of the first times, I don't know if it was the very first time. So I danced as a solo dancer for a long time before I started to do Pro-Am. So I was very used to like leading myself and, you know, being in control of everything. And I remember stopping on the floor, and Shane, I could feel him pulling me and trying to turn me. And we kind of froze, and I just, out of the blue, turned Shane around. Just turned him around. All the judges were laughing. Everybody was laughing. So yes, Shane definitely had a challenge with me for Pro-Am, but we did have a lot of fun, a lot of giggles, a lot of stories.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was fun. But I do miss it.
Oh, see, look at that, Shane. Someone's being nice to you today. Maddie B wants to know, as someone that owns a studio, competes and judges like you do, you mentioned how social was the new aspect of you. What is an event, a line dance event, that you would like to attend that's not a WDM event?
That I haven't attended. I mean, I have been lucky enough to go to some of Gary O'Reilly's events, which I think are so fun. I think I would love to go to his tour around Ireland, even though it's in Ireland.
I said, wait a minute, you live there.
I know, but you never actually appreciate your own kind of country. You go places and you visit things, but in your own country, you kind of. So, but I've seen a lot of like videos and things from that event, and knowing, like Shane, Fred, Gary, like what would you not want to? Why would you not want to be at that event? So I think that's definitely one that I would love to go to. But yeah, any of them really. I'd love to go to all of them.
If you were not a dancer, what would be your job?
It would definitely have to be something to do with animals. Definitely. I mean, I don't know what it would be. I would love to have been able to be a vet, but I don't think I could do the hard parts of, what a vet has to do. But I think if I didn't dance, it would definitely be something along the lines of working with animals, because I love animals. As you all know now. Put socks on them.
Stacy, okay, apparently a big question for Stacy. What is the dirtiest floor you have had to do the splits on, and why was it heaven?
No, but that was Stacey's fault. So we went out in London just before lockdown, actually. We went to see the Pussycat Dolls in Heaven. And Stacey talked me into doing a dance-off in the middle of the floor with these random people that I didn't know. And she kept pushing me in. She was like, go, her and Connor. Yeah, them two are bad news. So, of course, I was in the middle of the floor. What could I do? I had to dance. And I kept thinking, like, what am I going to do, like, to win this dance-off? Or, what am I going to do? And then all of a sudden, I just done the splits in the middle of the floor. And it was so dirty. Yeah, never again. But, yeah, that was your fault. You and Connor.
I noticed that those videos stayed out of the post from that night. Because I remember seeing the post that y'all went to the concert.
Yeah. Stacey and I have had words. That's just for. There are videos, but you're not sharing them.
Oh, too funny, too funny.
They're bad influence.
Do what?
They're a bad influence. Don't go out with them.
I don't know. I've gone out with Paul and them to Funny Girls the night before, Masters, and I know all about bad influences. So
yeah.
Stacey says she does have the video. So.
Yeah, I know you do, Stacey, but you like no. Stop it.
Oh, crazy. What is the strangest thing you've ever taken home after a night out?
Who asked that question?
Orla Marie? I think that's how you say it.
Okay, I'll show you.
Uh-oh. She has something. This is good.
This is the last thing I brought home after a night out. It's a candlestick. I don't know why I do it. I find random things and I bring them home. Orla, what is the strangest thing you brought home after a night out? I'm pretty sure it's a full flower pot with a big tree in it. But yeah, we have a candlestick.
You just randomly find stuff and bring them home?
I think so. I mean, I don't know. I woke up and I had it, so.
Oh, man. Oh.
Yeah, I like to bring stuff home. It's a little souvenir. Although I do actually do like to do that in general. Like if I go to a country or something, I'm on the beach, I'll try to take home like a rock or a stone or something that kind of has come from wherever I am at that time that I can keep.
Or you just buy a whole suitcase full of dance shoes when you come to Florida?
Yeah, but yeah, and you know what? They are still really, really tight on me, and I'm just like regretting buying all them dance shoes. And I've nowhere to wear them now.
Right now, no, you don't.
No, but no, yeah. I just got too excited when I seen all the stalls and bought 3 pairs of shoes in one go.
Yeah, I remember walking up to you on Thursday when everyone was still setting up and we were done. And it's like, I don't know how I'm going to get these home. All you see her doing is walking around with shoes.
Yeah.
Jen Cameron says, she goes, I'm definitely not inviting you to my house. Jen has all these little Disney knickknacks and everything everywhere. You can imagine what would go missing.
Yeah, no, it's only weird things like, like a table mat, like for your drinks.
Uh-huh.
Things like that. It's always something really stupid and weird that nobody else would ever want to take. Ever. It's weird.
A candlestick. I'm still blown away that it was a candlestick. I'm a little...
So am I, really.
Oh, better late than never, Mr. McKeever. Shane has joined the party.
Oh, shocker.
And he would like to know if you're enjoying your press-ups. He was at family quiz night. He said, sorry, everybody.
I wouldn't go as far as saying I am enjoying doing the press-ups. But I am enjoying, I think everyone's really getting involved and, we're kind of doing it together, and everybody's really getting involved and supporting it and raising awareness for it. So I'm definitely very honored to be a part of it that way. But I don't think I would go as far. My arms are definitely, this area is definitely not enjoying the press-ups. But yeah, thanks for that, Shane.
Jim says you got the candlestick for y'all can do a live action version of the game Clue at your studio.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from, but it's here.
Mia McGarry said, what is the weirdest thing you've ever worn in public in Blackpool? And she put in there hashtag World 2017.
What are you doing to me?
I know. Y'all have been brutal.
Yeah.
I'm like...
And I said be nice.
I know. I was expecting
nice
the deep emotional questions, which Paul came out with a good one, which is great. Y'all want to know all the crazy stuff she's done.
That's one of my students, Maya. I will remember that when we go back to dance class.
Well, we know who's getting nominated tomorrow for the push-up challenge.
Get ready, Maya. That would have to be a plastic bin bag.
Okay.
There's a picture on Facebook. Someone said to me, "Oh, you would look good even in a bin bag." So
Someone
Jess
said that earlier in the chat.
Jess decided, oh, you know what I'll do? This was in Blackpool Winter Gardens. I don't know where I got the bin bag in Blackpool Winter Gardens. I think it was the year that I won All-Star. So you can imagine there was a big celebration that night. And someone said to me, oh, I think you would even look good in a bin bag. And, my head processed, I need to get a bin bag. And I need to wear it back to my hotel. So, yes, thanks for that, Maya. Enjoy your press-ups.
I have people saying they have the proof that you wore it, too.
Yes, I know. Oh.
Jim, we did not accuse you of going to Hooters. We know you go to Hooters. There's no accusations there. So we know all about the hoot there, Jim. What is the one thing you would change about World Dance Masters competition?
It's hard because, Sam and Connor and Nicola do a really good job of surprising us every year with something bigger and better. So I don't know if I could, especially Connor. Connor has some crazy, wild, big ideas that he wants to enforce. So I don't know if I could outdo any of that. I think just bigger and more and longer and more people, and just more of it. I just want more of it. I want to be there for like a week and more people. And yeah, I don't think I could really change anything else. Probably like Sam and Connor had mentioned, you know, if we were able to make the show even bigger than it already is.
About to say, that's a pretty daunting task too, because that show's pretty big and impressive.
But there's big ideas that I definitely think if we could get them in, they would be crazy, but people would love it. But that's a secret. You have to wait to the next show to find out.
Yeah, that's what they said yesterday. I'm like, oh, Lord. Yeah. Rebecca Sweeney wants to know, what other merchandise would you like to have for your studio?
Some of these. Definitely water bottles. We have like a water dispenser in the studio and like little plastic cups, and I hate it because there's water everywhere, there's cups everywhere, and obviously it's such a waste, you know, of plastic. So definitely, and like how cool are they, like, you know, so definitely that would be something. I do try to keep up with the trend, you know. I'm getting older now, so I probably am not as cool as I used to be, but I try to keep up with what the kids like. But I think another thing I would probably like to bring in is like shoes, some type of like jelly dance shoes.
Oh, nice.
I think that would be really cool. I don't know how I would do it, like trainers, some sort of like dance trainer type of thing. Like we do a lot of hip hop and stuff, so it would kind of go with that as well. So it's definitely something I have went on to Nike and designed. But yeah, that's a bit extreme. But it's an idea.
Hey,
extreme,
it never
right?
hurts. You never know what could happen. Someone could be watching this and say, hey, we'll gladly help you get a shoe. You never know.
Yeah.
And Rebecca says she does love that idea. So, thank you so much for coming on and joining us. It was great talking to you. Great getting to hear about some of the things you have done in the past. Hope everyone out there at home enjoyed it.
I hope so.
It was fun.
I hope you
didn't so much
laugh too much at me.
Yeah, they gave you a hard time. I'm pretty sure I can imagine you're going to message some of these people like, what were y'all doing?
Yeah, everyone's like, we're going to be so nice. Good luck. You're going to be great. That was a lie.
And then, yeah, that was obviously, that was a lie. So, but thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed tuning into Jess. Tomorrow, same time, World Dance Masters Weeks continue. You heard about her in the interview. We got the legend coming on, Jenny Stevenson. She's going to sure have lots of stories. She got to train Shane. She trained Jess. So this should be a fun one. I'm very looking forward to this one. Don't forget, like, subscribe, follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. That way you don't miss nothing. Don't forget, tune in tomorrow. I'll be streaming on Streamline with the boys. Tomorrow we got more duos teaches I'll be streaming. And don't forget, if you haven't, check out my post after Paul and Stacy's show on Friday. Giving away a set of these. Some lucky winner who has to be a member of Streamline is getting a free pair of Beats headphones plus a year's worth of workshop videos from me and Kelly. So, tune in tomorrow, guys. Same bat time, same bat channel. Enjoy.